Preseason thus far has been interesting. We've had a couple of moments where we've looked pretty young and pretty ragged, but the pace of improvement has been pretty rapid. We've improved from day to day, from drill to drill. The spirit of the team has been pretty good. We've been accepting coaching well. We've been accepting constructive criticism from our teammates extremely well. The energy level's been high every day. So those things are very encouraging.
So far the preseason has gone real well. The freshmen have all come in. Everybody's excited, ready to go. But more importantly, we've all come in every day with the right attitude, trying to be better today than we were yesterday.
The first year guys, they're adjusting pretty well. It's a pretty steep learning curve, so some of them are further along than others. They're doing a good job. They're giving it their all. They're trying their best. It's a tough offense to learn, and it's like I said, a steep learning curve. So some are a little bit further ahead than others.
They're largely meeting my expectations, probably as well as any incoming group I've had, and that's to be open. Because high school basketball is different than college basketball, and they've been open to learning new stuff and adding new things to their game and learning how to work together and listening to the older guys and buying in. Sometimes it's hard for an 18-year-old to go from being the guy who knows everything on his high school team to hey, you got to listen to somebody else now as a freshman. But these guys have been terrific about it, and their transition has been relatively seamless. Now, the college game is faster, it's more physical, there are more decisions that go into a shorter time frame than there are in high school. And so they're not all the way there on all of that yet. But the encouraging thing is they're not fighting it, and that's my biggest expectation. Don't fight it, don't hold on to what used to be. Step in and be ready to embrace what's required of you now. And I think they're doing a pretty good job of it.
There certainly is a learning curve in our program and in all college basketball programs, transitioning from high school into college basketball. But I think the freshmen have certainly met that challenge head on and have come in with a positive attitude and been working hard. So I definitely commend them for that.
I have pretty high expectations given that we're returning Andrew Franz, who was last year's ODAC Rookie of the Year, Patrick O'Connor, who played starters minutes for much of the season, Drew Kimberly, who's been a starting level talent for a long time, Kev Gill and Darren Douglas, all of whom have started significant amounts of time. I think those guys are we may not be the most experienced team we've ever had, but they all have valuable experiences on the court that they can draw from. I think they really believe in each other and they believe in what we do. And I see a real effort on their part to lead the younger players and to get the younger players moving in the right direction for us.
The strength of this team, I would absolutely have to point to the cohesiveness of the unit. We don't have any selfish guys on the team this year. We don't have anybody who's worried about getting their shots up. Guys that have ulterior motives. We're all looking at the same goal and looking about going at it in the same ways.
The schedule, like always, it's pretty tough. We have Elon this Friday, and even though that's probably more of an exhibition game than a game, I've been looking forward to that for a long time because playing against a Division I team is something that is a big challenge and a lot of fun. But besides that, I'm looking forward to the trips. We're going to Chicago, and then of course ODAC play, because that's really the meat of the schedule and what really matters the most.
We're really taking it one day at a time. One practice at a time, one lift at a time. One game at a time. If I had to answer that question, it would probably be the trip to Chicago. I've actually never been to Chicago before, so I'm pretty excited about that. But really, I'm just worried about practice today at 5:30. Get better during that practice.
I'd like to be able to defend. If you don't know exactly what you're looking for, defense will be, well, did the other team miss? But that's not really what I'm looking for. We talk a lot about these are shots that are acceptable to us. We want to challenge them, but we'll live with that one. And then we don't want the ball to go to certain places. So if we can accomplish that game one, if we can rebound well, and if we can take care of the basketball, be positive assist to turnover, I think that's generally where you want to start. I think that's a solid foundation with which to build. I think if you don't have that, if you're not able to defend, if the offense can put the ball wherever they want and get whatever shot you want, it tends to make for a long season. I think if you turn the ball over a lot, you can't ever develop any continuity offensively. So we want to start with that foundation.